had it. He's got to secure that.
He's got to make the play.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Now, what'd you think about the Darrell? And it became such a big deal over the weekend. I was surprised I did 3 hours on Saturday. Trust me, I didn't see it coming.
It was such a non-issue. Look, I have no problem with the way Mike went about this. I guess the problem that I have is I thought Darrell Revis would have just said, hey, Mike, no flag, no foul, and keep it moving. I mean, he really didn't have to defend it, and I don't think
he got mad, Darrell.
Yeah, right, and I don't think Mike expected him to react in the way that he did. I mean, it was playful, and honestly, I just said, look, dude, you're too good to have to, to go back to this thing. Let it go. Just say no flag, no foul, and have a little fun with it. I just thought there was tension probably
right away.
Yeah, but there was tension in the room, if you will, because of the relationship between he and the Jets anyway. So he was probably a little more guarded than he should have been, and just have fun with it. I don't think Mike was trying to it wasn't a gotcha question because the play was all said and done, and it happens all the time where guys will say, I got away with one, or, but, he's too good. He's not that type of player to where everything he does is borderline good or bad. He's just that much better, and he could just have fun with it. But I'm sure, I guess from his post-game interviews, he said he doesn't have a problem with Mike.
One thing that, if anything bothered me about it, I mean, look, Mike did kind of, stay with it and stay on it. I mean, to me, that's something.
Is that debatable? Is it? I mean, really, Joe. At the end of the day, Mike's having fun with it, and I think he wanted Darrell to have fun with it too. But I just think from the beginning, it was predisposed to tension, and it just evolved into that or devolved into that.
I think you hit it right on the head. I think that the only negative with Mike in this is the fact that, and I've said this to him, we've joked about it, and I've said it seriously, I think he hates the Jets.
Well, we know that.
I mean, I've said that to him on the air.
Know.
I think he hates the Jets, and I think that when this interview began, Revis went in there on his toes because he knows that. Yeah. And so Mike didn't go back to it 5 times. He went back to it one. He brought it up the first time. He said, you mugged Brandon Marshall. That's my Mike imitation, by the way. You mugged him, okay? So Revis got, he defended it. And then Mike went to ask a question, like 5 questions later. It was like 3 minutes later, 4 minutes later, about contact between receivers and cornerbacks, how in today's NFL you really can't contact a receiver except when you mugged Brandon Marshall. That's what happened. Revis answered the question and then said, and by the way, I did mug Brandon Marshall. Boom, 2 guys who have big egos went at it. That's what happened. And it was pretty entertaining.
I can tell you is he should have had fun with it because I think Mike was doing it in fun. It wasn't, it's no way. I mean, because Mike gave him his just accolade, so there's no way he was trying to get the guy to say he's, the only way he could stop Brandon Marshall.
A couple things are there. Mike starts out the interview by saying, and I can't believe we're breaking this down, but Mike starts out. Here we go.
A non-call.
3 things. Mike starts out the interview by saying, congratulations on whatever award you won last week. Okay, that's number 1. So we set the tone immediately that the guy's like a little defensive. Okay, it was like Defensive Player of the Week, but whatever award you won. That was Mike. 2 things. One thing that bothered me with Revis, okay? One thing that bothered me, I know what you're laughing
about.
Can
I just jump in real quick? The keys to the Francesa Revis interview are brought to you by Kia Motors. Right. Continue on.
The other thing with Revis is these ex-players have got, or players or ex-players, and not you. You don't do this, Carl, and I thank you for this. Have got to stop acting like guys like me or Evan or Mike or whoever it was,
don't know the game.
Don't know football because we didn't play it. I don't want to hear that garbage anymore from anybody. Boomer does this. I've heard this garbage from Boomer, and I heard this from Darrell. And I love you, Darrell, and I love Boomer too. But I'm tired of hearing that because we haven't been out there. We know nothing about football.
I will have to defend Boomer about one thing.
That ticks me off to no degree.
No, I agree with you, and I rip Revis for this on Saturday too. I'm totally with you. Boomer does it in a joking way. Revis was doing it in a like.
He was.
Don't talk to me about
But here's the thing,
way.
but Boomer does believe that, though. Yeah, he may do it in a joking way, but Boomer believes, you don't know about football, you didn't play.
He may, but every time I hear him do it, whether it's with Carton or anybody else, it seems like it's more joking and he's having fun with it. Revis was not joking.
No.
Revis said, do you know interviewing or do you know football?
Look,
right.
Let me just say this.
One more quick thing, too. Jared Windley can't jump on the air and just make a total jerk out of himself, the PR guy, by telling Revis to hang up.
That made it a story.
That was the
Revis
worst.
wasn't going to hang up.
That was the worst.
That was brutal.
That was the worst. That was a bad call. You know, you're not playing mother here. Just
right.
They're two grown men, and they were going to work it out. It wasn't. I don't think it got contentions on Mike's end. But let me just say this for the folks who, you know, Mike takes his shots, and both ways. But the guy is very. I mean, he will inject his own opinion, but I'll tell you this. His opinions sometimes are shaped by the people, coaches around the league that he speaks to. So he's not out of left field with a lot of things. As much as people think, he is well informed. So, but you know what? Like him or hate him, and I happen to like him. We don't agree on everything. But,
I think we both like him.
Right.
We both like Mike. We get on him, but we like him.
You've got to respect what he does because he gets valid information. He doesn't come out of left field. And, let's just leave that alone. No flag, no foul.
That's it.
Have fun.
That's it. That's it.
And he's a great player.
Well,
so what difference does it make?
And even Phil and Jim addressed it yesterday.
They did.
Even they addressed it yesterday.
And they said kind things about Mike in addressing it.
Hey, but guess what? It's a win-win. The Jets continue to talk about the Jets, and you know what? We're talking about Mike Francesa.
Yeah.